Okay, رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي. And this one is an amazing linguistic perfection and pinpoint precision of the Quran. Look at this miracle. I want you to focus on this with me. Now again, we're going to be using this Quran calculator, which is known as tanzeel.net. And to type here in Arabic, you can either type directly, or what you can do is go to yumni.com and type here in English and it'll give you the Arabic. So what I'm going to do is we're going to use two phrases. First one you can see is ataynahum al-kitab. So what you can type for this is ataynahum al-kitab spacebar. This means we gave them the book. Okay, so we gave them the book. You can copy it and you can paste it here like I've done it, and you will find some results for the usage of this phrase, we gave them the book, in the Quran. The next phrase we are going to look for is utul kitab. So you're going to type here utul, let me go, utul or utu. You can take this al kitab and you can just copy and paste it over here like I've done it, and you'll find some results in the Quran. Now, utul kitab means they were given the book, whereas ataynahum al-kitab, we gave them the book, right? And of course, you can see the difference. We gave them the book means we know who's the one giving. We are the one who's giving, right? But utul kitab, and by we here it's the royal we, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who's giving the book. It's the royal, right? We are the one who give the book. But here, utul kitab, they were given the book. Who gave it? It's not mentioned, right? Now that's a beautiful thing. Why? If I gave somebody something and I said, I gave him the book, and as opposed to if I say he was given the book, right? So in one of them you know who gave the book, and in the other one you don't know. You just know he was given the book. Now, what's amazing in the pinpoint precision of the Quran is when we use I gave you something. For example, okay, first let me tell you the amazing usage of the Quran, right? What happens here is when you want to fulfill a purpose, let me give you an example. If I want to give someone a book, what is the purpose I want to give that book for? For him to read, to learn, to make use of it and spread goodness. But what does he do? Instead, he takes the book, starts ripping out the pages, throws it away in the trash, doesn't read it, starts burning up the pages, right? So you cannot associate those actions of his with the one who gave him the book, right? The one person who gave him the book gave it for a good reason. He gave him to read and stuff like that. So if he reads the book and I say I gave him the book, that means I gave it to him for the purpose which he's using for, right? That's more befitting. It's respectful for the person who gave it to him. But if he starts abusing the book and you say I gave him the book, look, he's abusing it, no, that wouldn't be befitting. Rather it wouldn't be befitting or respectful for the giver. Rather you would say he was given the book and he's abused it, right? Just like a knife, right? If you give it to someone to cut fruits and vegetables, you can associate it with the giver. But if he uses it for bad purposes, why would you associate the giver with? He gave it for a purpose. If somebody else abuses it, why should you disrespect the one who gave it, right? Now look at the Quran, the amazing usage. The Quran revealed over 23 years, about 23 years, and the verses here and there revealed, right? You can see these, for example, I give you an ataynahum al-kitab, we gave them the book. It is used in chapter number 2, Surah Nisa, chapter number 4, then it's used in chapter number 6, chapter number 28, etc. It's used in different places. Chapter number 37, used in different places, right? However, look at the precision of the Quran. Allah sent the book to guide people so that they believe, they do good deeds, right? Every time the phrase we gave them the book, meaning Allah gave them the book, is used, it's used with something that people use it for good. For example, in this verse you will see, to those whom we have given the book, recite it with its due recital. It's a positive use, right? They are the ones who believe in it. Likewise, you can see the next verse, those we gave the scripture know him as they know their own sons, right? They're recognizing it. Then see any verse, open any verse, the one we gave to those whom we have given the scripture, recognize it as they recognize their own sons, right? They believe it, they see their signs. Then those are the ones whom we gave the scripture and the authority and prophethood. Of course, the ones who are given the prophethood will not abuse the book, right? The prophets don't abuse books. So you can see in all of these, even in this, for example, to those whom we previously gave the scripture, know that it is sent down from their Lord in truth. So subhanallah, whenever there's a positive use, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses the word ataynahumul kitab. We sent down to you the Qur'an, we gave the scripture, and to those to whom we gave the scripture believe in it, right? So this is a positive use. Every time Allah uses. But however, if you go to utul kitab, they were given the book, you will see a negative usage, right? Have you not seen those who were given a portion of the scripture, right? Purchasing error in exchange for it. Or those who were given the scripture believe in what we have sent down, confirming that which is with you before we obliterate faces and turn them towards their backs or curse them, right? Have you not seen those who were given a portion of the scripture who believe in superstition and false objects of worship, right? So you can see these meanings, right? So used not in the positive sense, used in the negative sense. This one is particularly very which stands out in chapter number 57 is, has the time not come for those who have believed that their hearts should become humbly submissive at the remembrance of Allah and what has come down of the truth, and let them not be like those who were given the scripture before them and a long period passed over them, so their hearts hardened, right? So I want to show you how pinpoint, even in the usage of words and phrases, Quran is so pinpoint, precise, accurate, that it really it goes down to the accuracy of it. I don't know how to explain this, but it goes down to such a depth, such a deep precision, that every time it's using the word throughout the Quran, they were given the book, it's some negative usage, and when we gave them the book, it's a positive usage, because it's natural, right? When something is given for a purpose, it's because the giver, you respect the giver, right? And when something is not being used for the purpose it was given, so you don't disrespect the one who gave it. However, in the Quran, it's particularly it's even more, it points to another miracle of the Quran, the precision of the Quran, that it's consistent with its own theme. So I'm going to show you here Surah Nisa, chapter number 4, verse 82, which says, do they not reflect upon the Quran? Had it been from any other than Allah, they would have found within it much contradiction, right? So look, the Quran itself says in chapter 4, verse 79, it says, what comes to you of good is from Allah, but what comes to you of evil, O man, is from yourself, right? So good is attributed to Allah in the Quran, and this theme is consistent in this, what we have seen. It's so amazing. How could this book, revealed over several years, has several different passages, and every time it has something negative, or which is not befitting to be attributed to God, it says they were given the book. But every time it's something positive, it says we gave them the book. And it's amazing. In normal language, it wouldn't matter if I talk to somebody and I said, well, I gave you that, I gave you a gift. Or if I said, you were given a gift, right? You were given a gift. It doesn't really matter if he say like this, right? If he says he gave you here, let's say he gave you a pen, or if you tell someone you were given a pen, right? It wouldn't really matter, but it matters in the Quran. It's so pinpoint, precise, that you can check out these verses. Every time there's something positive, it says we give them the book. Every time it's negative, it says they were given the book. So amazing with this book. This is part of the miracle of the book, that the way it uses language shows that it's like royal. The use of language is so royal and so elevated. It doesn't even make it doesn't even make mistakes down to such levels. Subhanallah, it's so mind blowing, and it's so it just wows the mind, right? So may God give us the conviction and make our faith reach the level of conviction. Subhanallah wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.